Okay, so we're going to start with the post and just load, not a ton of paint, your quarter, flat, or angle. And what you're going to do is you're just going to do a float of the color.
Yes.
Instead of painting it in solid, like a base coat. And then you just go down and do it again. Obviously, I'm going over the signs, but the signs aren't on yours. But do you see how we're doing that?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier. It's a lot faster. And because they're going to be covered, it's perfectly fine for the design of this. So we're going to do that first. Just get those in there. It just beats base coating, I think. And listen, I'm not going to rush you guys, but sometimes I'll just talk and then wait for you guys to get caught up because everybody's at a different pace. And then what I did after I put these floats in, I did a line with my liner brush of the country red above and below. So I'm going to show you how I did that. See how you just put a little line above and below and make it a little curvy.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go back at some point and redo the instructions. My instructions are so different from how I first started doing them. You learn as you go, I guess.
I couldn't make mine too curvy.
What happened?
I can't make mine curvy.
You don't
I'm
have
not
to,
gonna
just,
be like this.
they don't have to be, you know, they can be kind of straight.
Okay.
It doesn't really, it's however you want to put them or whatever's easiest for you too.
I take mine off.
You know, that's the hard part with Zoom because you don't have that one-on-one contact to help someone or walk over and see. And
I like the Zoom better than the Facebook though.
yeah, I think Zoom, it's just easier. The platform is easier. I mean, lives are good. I've never done a live. I've done demos, but apparently I need to start doing more demos. It's hard to think of stuff to do.
I don't know. I really like the demo with your cupcake.
The cupcake?
Yeah, I loved it.
Which one was that? The last one?
Oh, the muffin. It was a muffin.
Oh, you mean the ice cream cone? Or the muffin? Okay, I did a muffin too.
Chocolate chip muffin.
Yes, wasn't that cute?
Yes, I loved
Oh my
it.
God, I love that thing. I like painting stuff that is, first of all, I like doing food, but I like doing, I don't paint realism, but you know what it is. You could tell that was a chocolate chip muffin, right?
good. It was really good.
I discovered how to do those chips. I was just playing around and I'm like, oh my God, these look like chocolate chips. Then I'm trying to think, okay, then like a little crumbly top. That was funny.
Gotta do I haven't seen anybody do a strawberry ice cream soda.
Ooh, good idea. That would be good for like spring.
That would be good.
Something
Yeah.
fresh.
Like Valentine's Day or something.
Oh, you just gave me a great idea.
Okay, good. I was hoping somebody would do it.
That's really cute. Or strawberry shortcake.
Yeah. Strawberry shortcake would be good too. You can do it.
I actually was thinking of doing like a cheeseburger. Just
Oh,
it could be for a guy, you don't have to, whatever. It'd just be fun to paint something like that. So, okay, you guys got your candy cane in, or you need a few more minutes?
well, I don't
Good.
like mine. Just keep going. I'll go
think-
back to it.
Don't stress out over it, Tony.
Okay. Just do it. Okay. Can I try one more time? I don't want to hold everybody.
No. You go ahead, and then I can get you caught up. Let's see, the next step. Yeah, go ahead and get out some Tangelo orange and bright yellow and scorching yellow. Let me get out my Tangelo. And if you don't have the bright yellow, I think like chartreuse or something like that would work. And Tony, if you're not happy with your candy cane,
Yeah.
you can wait and do it later and just kind of do it as a base coat if you want to later on.
Yeah, I do. I think I do because I need to draw. I think I have to draw it on.
Okay, so
And follow it.
just leave them, and
Okay,
you can still do the signs. So when you do your base coating for the candy cane, you're just going to have to go around the sign, and it's
Okay.
not. It's only like three stripes that you have to throw in there.
Okay, I prefer to
You'll
do
be
that.
fine. So go ahead and get out. So with the we're going to start with the Tangelo, right? And we're going to float the bottom of the bulb. This bulb right here. See, it's a Tangelo orangey color.
Can I use? I don't have Tangelo. Can I use like Sunset Gold or Tangerine, or is there another
Yeah,
color?
just a lighter orange color, just a lighter orange.
Okay.
If you need to add a little white, that's fine too, but you don't want to make it look like chalk. So
Okay.
just a lighter orange. When I choose colors for stuff, it's not science that I use. It's just like, oh, okay, I'll try this. And if it looks okay, I try to pick out stuff that I know, like I haven't used any of the new colors yet because I don't know how many people have them. But I guess if I don't use them,
I have some.
I haven't gotten any of them.
None of them?
Maybe I have a couple. I don't know. And if
I
you need,
almost got them at the sale, but I missed the sale. I had
oh,
them on my cart and I went to go buy them, and then my total doubled. So I
Oh,
couldn't know.
okay, so you're gonna put on your Tangelo at the bottom. If you need to do a second coat, that's okay. Throw some more on there, and then the top is highlighted with the bright yellow. And what I was just trying to achieve a very bright, so it looked like a lit bulb. So you're just gonna float, kind of walk it down so they meet. Okay. You're gonna still have a little bit of that white showing right in here. Not white, it's the summer squash. But it's the lightest. And then once that dries, you're going to take your scorching yellow, your neon color, and you're going to go just over the top. And you don't want this to be as wide as your highlight. And this you may have to do a couple times, let it dry real good, and then do another coat, another float over that, just to make sure it pops out. Oops. And when you're ready, get out some soft black. Now, I use soft black to float on the candy cane, right? But you can also use Payne's Gray. I don't know why I chose soft black. Payne's Gray might be prettier, but I think maybe against the black, I wanted it to blend better. I don't know. But if you get out a little soft black or Payne's Gray, whatever you want, we're just gonna float down the candy cane. And with both of these colors, it's a very, very light float because it's so strong. You can always add more, you know that. And I like to use a little bit of extra water. So you just go right, and just a light touch, and just on the left side of that candy cane, add that float. And then the last thing on this candy cane is the white stripe for the highlight. On the right, I come in a little bit, but you just want to add that white stripe on the right side. And then when you're done with that, you can put your pattern on for the for the two signs. And you're gonna paint them whispering turquoise. So I'll let you guys be and you can work on that for a minute. So I just got back from, I'm part of the Gypsy Tollers, group, or they're a group now, not a chapter, and we had our Christmas party, and Lisbeth Stoll taught us. And
Oh, nice.
oh, it was so fun. It was in Redlands, and it's called the Burge Mansion or something. It's just a wonderful place to have it. And one of the gals in our group, she decorates it, and it's a huge place. She decorates it every year anyway. It's in an older part of town where the homes are older and they're just almost like old Victorian houses. It's just beautiful. So I drove out there for the day and we ate and painted and had a great time.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, and then tomorrow I don't have to go to work because
Oh,
I'm going to another Christmas party. My regular chapter that I've belonged to ever since I started belonging to chapters is Poinsettia Painters in Camarillo. Well, we've dissolved. The chapter's no more, so they're not even going to do a group. I think a small group of them get together to paint every Wednesday, but nothing formal. So I'm going to go down to Ventura and just have a party. We're not painting or anything. So
I used to live in Moore Park,
who said that?
Tony.
Oh, you did?
Lived there, yeah, all through the 90s.
Okay. My brother lives in Moore Park. I live in
Oh,
Simi.
really?
I live in Simi Valley.
Oh, my sister lives in Simi. My mom was in Simi.
Where do you
Yeah.
live now?
I live in New Mexico,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
not
So you
from
moved.
here. We just
Okay.
moved here. But
Got it.
yeah, I lived there. I used to teach dance there in Agora Hills and Thousand Oaks and Simi Valley and Moore Park.
Have you ever heard of Gotta Dance?
Gotta Dance?
Yeah.
Pam Rossi's Dance 10, California Dance Theater. I haven't heard of Gotta Dance.
Okay. That's been around for a long time. My daughter used to dance there when she was little, but they're up at the mall now.
You're at the mall? Yeah, my mom used to, well, we did a thing with Patsy Swayze and we did the Nutcracker one year.
Okay,
She
so
was in
yeah,
Simi.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
No, but my brother lives in Moore Park. My other brother lives in Somas.
See?
Yeah, my family has property in Somas. My dad bought acreage years ago after he retired from LAPD.
Oh, wow.
My one
That must
brother
be nice.
manages. Yeah, he manages. Well, it's my dad. This was back in 1978. He bought it.
Uh-huh. Back in the
But
day
yeah,
when everything wasn't that expensive.
when you could buy some property,
Yeah,
right?
when you could buy property there.
And right before he died in 2012 or 2010, he bought some more. I mean, it's not a lot. It's only 50 acres total. But my brother manages it for my mom. So we go out there. It's beautiful.
I think Somas is gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So nice.
Millie, where do you live?
I'm in Ohio.
You're in Ohio. Okay. I drove through there years ago with my husband and my daughter in a motorhome, and I just remember that big sign, "Welcome to Ohio."
Uh-huh.
It's so pretty. It's just beautiful back there.
Yeah, I grew up in
love it.
Michigan.
Huh?
I grew up in Michigan. That's right next to Ohio.
Okay.
So I won't make any comments about Michigan then.
Okay. My husband's from
We-
Ohio. He doesn't like Michigan either.
We won't talk about the game last couple weeks ago.
Uh-oh.
They're rivals.
Oh, big rivals.
That's funny. So you got a lot of snow, Millie?
No, actually, it's probably in about the 40s or the 50s. We had a little bit of rain today.
Okay.
So we haven't had much. I think we only had like maybe one day of a little bit of a snow, but
Okay.
not yet. That
Not
usually
yet.
comes later. Well,
Okay.
sometimes it comes in December, but more January, February
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Okay. Do you get snow in New Mexico, Tony?
Yeah, sometimes. I live in southern New Mexico.
Okay.
What is it right now? It's 54 degrees outside right now. We get snow sometimes.
Okay.
We
Well,
would just be happy with some rain.
yeah, we got some rain, but nothing.
Oh, we didn't.
Oh, you didn't get any? No, we got
No.
quite a bit.
It
I thought it
sprinkled.
was- Yeah.
It got the car dirty.
Yeah.
I hate that.
We're all bundled up in our parkas when it's like 54, 50, 60 out.
That's sandal weather here.
Yeah, I know. My family lives in Wisconsin, a lot of them, my cousins and stuff, and they always laugh. It's sweater weather when it's
Yeah.
Well, it was funny today. The high was 62 and I had a coat on and my boots.
Yep. 'Cause it's cold. 62 is cold. Not what we're used to.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I bought this jacket last year and I didn't even need it. So any chance I get to wear it.
I forget how many years ago was it when we had those rains that just would not stop?
Oh yeah, that
Five,
was,
six- five
oh
or
my
6 years
gosh.
ago. And everything was green forever.
it was nice.
Yeah, wasn't that great? Yeah. Especially where I live, it's brown.
It's brown around here.
Yeah. Oh well. Let me know when you guys are done with those signs. I can't see.
I'm finished with mine.
Are you? Okay.
I'm done.
How you doing, Tony?
I think I did my stripes.
Oh, okay. Did you get your signs on yet?
What are we doing with the sign? Are we
We're
painting
just-
it white?
No, they're painted whispering turquoise.
Oh, okay. Well, you can just go ahead. Don't wait for me.
Okay, because they're not hard to do at all if you have to do them after. So they're base coated whispering turquoise, and then what you're gonna do is get out a dry brush and some snow white. And that's how we're gonna do our highlight. Now, I'm gonna do my highlight in a different color so you can see it because I'm on white. So I'm gonna do my highlight in like a brown color. What you're gonna do is just do a dry brush down the center of Snow White. And you're gonna do that on both. And if you need to go back, because a lot of times I think they're just not bright enough. And I like to put a second coat, even though it's the same color, it will brighten it up. So just like that. And then the shade. And then the shading with it is the ocean blue. Which I don't think we use that very often anymore.
Ocean blue. I've hardly ever used it.
I know it just doesn't get used that often, but I like it.
Pretty.
Not quite a turquoise. So what, and we're just gonna float the shading around the whole thing. So you can, you know, start with right here in the front. You're gonna go all the way down. And then I would just stop for a second. You can always let that dry because you don't want to hit it when you do the top. So then you can start on the next sign below. Okay, and then you're just going to make sure all top and bottom and left and right is all with a float. You want to still see that that Snow White in there. That highlight. We're not going to do any of the words tonight. You can do that on your own. You get a nice Identa-Pen unless you want to use black, you know, lamp black. But I used a pen on all of mine. If you don't have an Identa-Pen and you want to use one that if you don't have an Identa-Pen, I always feel like you're taking a chance when you go to varnish that it's going to smear, even when it says it's, you know, smear proof, whatever. The only pens I can use, I mean, I unless there's another one out there, but I use the Identa-Pen. But sometimes after I varnish, you can go back and do your wording.
Okay.
But that's why I like the Identa-Pen, because then I can just varnish right over it. But the words, all the lettering and the snowflakes, because there's a lot of snowflakes and a lot of dots.
I noticed.
Hey, I had to fill up that black space. And once you're done with the signs, that's all, that side's all done. Until you do the well, when you do your snowflakes is when you would go back in and add snow to the top of each sign.
What brush do you use to put your snow in?
I actually use, I could either, let me show you. Where'd it go? I just use like the Joe Sonia, the dry brush,
Oh, okay,
just the tip, just this one side of it and tap it
Oh,
in.
okay.
Yeah. Or what I really, really love, and I need to get more sizes, is that Texture It brush. Have you ever seen these?
I might have one.
Yeah, they make the neatest textures. So you can use, that's really good for snow and stippling.
Okay.
Either one will work.
I was kind of playing with putting my two kids' street name on the post.
Oh,
They don't, yeah, since they don't live here.
that would be very good. Really cute.
I mean, if they move, oh well.
Yeah. That's okay. They'll still be your kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Think. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the center on the stamp. And okay, so you're gonna get out a little bit of your peony pink and some snow white.
What pink is it?
Well, I put peony pink, but if you want to mix your country red with some snow white, you can do that.
Peony pink, right?
Peony. Yeah, peony.
Oh, okay.
What was I calling it? Like peony? Peony.
Peony.
It's such a weird name. Peony pink. Yeah.
And
Anyway,
we call the flowers peonies here in Ohio now. I don't know what they call
That's
it.
how you say it.
Yeah, it's peony. Uh-huh.
Peonies.
that's
Uh-huh.
okay. Yeah. Isn't there a dog? A dog, a peonies? Peonies? A little dog named called
Oh,
Peony?
Pekingese.
Pekingese. See, I'm getting confused. It's a dog, it's a flower. Anyway, I'm just going to mix a little bit of my country red and just do it on your palette. You just want to make it lighter, a little pinkier than what you got.
So I'm mixing white with it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
brush mix it, but
Okay.
really rub. Okay, so here we go. You can, oops, can't really see that, can you? There you go. Okay, so we're just going to dry brush the center right here. And it's pretty good size. And I always do my dry brushes kind of, you try to stay with the shape. Like I don't want a round circle because this is square. And just kind of make sure it's a little lighter on the edges, a little heavier in the center. We're gonna let that dry for a second and you're gonna go over that again with straight snow white. I'm gonna leave about the brush. So then with your snow white, go back over it. You're not going to cover the whole thing. And you're going to really rub in the center so it pops. Okay. So just like here on the, right in here, it's the brightest. Then with the country red, we're gonna float the top, the bottom, and both sides. So they're gonna pretty much be like little C strokes because they're scallops. It's a scalloped edge. So with the country red, kind of walk it out a little bit, and you're just gonna do each one. But you do have to walk it out, or it's gonna look kind of funny. Okay. And that's with country red. And I love angle brushes, and that's just kind of what I use. It's my go-to. And now that I'm so used to it, I rarely use just a regular flat, and I should probably go back and need to stop being so rigid, a little more flexible. But anyways, you're just gonna go and paint all these little, or float all these scallops. I have to step away for a second.
Okay.
I'll be right back. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna mute myself in case my darling family decides to start, talking too loud.